Stop believing the delusions you see on social media. It is sad that I have to say that. That's just the day and age we're in. And so many people are lacking awareness, which it's such a simple thing, but a lot of people just don't do the work to become aware. So in this video, we're going to talk about social media, why it isn't real, the delusions behind it, and the number one filter everybody needs, men and women, when utilizing social media so it doesn't manipulate and twist your brain in the wrong ways. There's a lot of that going around too. So first of all, social media. Good, bad, crazy. Honestly, a little bit of everything. You can find extremely good information on social media. You can also find extremely bad information on social media. Toxic information, information that triggers you, that deludes your worldview, that makes you think you need this thing, you want that thing, you want to keep up with the Joneses. Women apparently want 100K, dope job, a chiseled jaw. I need to go get a fucking dick implant because my fucking dick is too small. You see where I'm going with this, and that's the issue. Is that when you're looking at a video on the internet, even this one counts as a video on the internet, you have to keep in mind a couple of things. One, question everything that you hear or listen to, because a lot of people out here are speaking with absolute conviction, giving misinformation and wrong details on so many different things. And just because it's some TikTok kid or some TikTok chick who's got like 3 billion followers, everybody sees that. Oh, it must be true. I'm going to listen. I'm not even going to question it. I'm not even going to be aware. And without even realizing it, you are surrendering your power and the person you are and buying into bullshit worldviews potentially, or vice versa. This works both ways. Finding some really cool, grounded, concrete advice that will help you move forward in this life, which I'm hoping you will find out of this video. And the thing is, and I see this so many times with social media, like somebody will have said something like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and then all of a sudden it comes to the limelight. Put this actor on blast. Put this person on blast. You did wrong. You need to give an apology. Here's the literal thing about any media you see online when it's recorded. That is one moment in time in a person's existence. Even this video right here. Tomorrow, I could be a different person. My beliefs can change. We can change as people if we really want to. We can grow. And I think this happened to like RDJ. Apparently there was like some video from like 10 years ago where he said something when he was in a different place in his life. But over time, wisdom, life experience, perspective, your worldviews, your perspectives can change, and that's okay for them to change. But too many people will see a post on media and absolutely just hate a person, even though there's a good chance that person isn't even the same as they were 10 years ago. There's a chance they could be the same. But then let's take it a deeper level. How in the world can you ever know someone fully based on a video or a picture they post? You can't. It's a full-time job getting to know and discover yourself. How can you accurately judge somebody? Somebody might be giving you information on the internet. Okay, you believe it. Why would you believe it? And now we're going to kind of segue into filters and the mindset you need to have whenever you're browsing any kind of media, no matter what it is. Especially if it's twisting your beliefs and your worldview. For example, you know, there's a lot of negativity going on right now with men and women. Different manospheres. There's the red pill, there's the black pill, there's the incel. They watch a video where somebody says something that rings true to them, and because it ticks an emotional response, I'm just going to believe it. I'm not going to question it. All women must be trash. All women must be evil. All women must be delusional. Newsflash. The world ain't so black and white. There's a big old gray area. And while a large percentage may be like that, it's not all of them. There's good women out there. There's people getting into relationships. There's people in happy relationships. But when you buy into that worldview, it will literally, well, that's it. It'll change your worldview. But this is the filter that you need to have when looking at anything on social media, any information. Before I get into it, let me talk about a little bit of backstory. So all of us, wherever we're at on our journeys, we are a culmination of life experience. You learn something from a teacher, a parent, a friend, a relationship. You saw something on the TV once. You heard something on the radio. When you're a little kid, you just getting flooded with input. And then, boop, you are this culmination of attitudes, beliefs, worldviews. But what kid is ever actually aware and asks the question, is this something I want to believe in? How does this belief affect me? And this is the filter you guys need when looking at any media, any content. You have to ask that question, how does this affect my worldview? Now, if you've never paused for a second and realized that everything you are is just a byproduct of all of these external influences, because a lot of people are like that. They're like, this is just who I am, why I'm this way. Never really truly understanding that it's a choice to hold on to belief systems. It's a choice to stay in that view. And until you get to that moment to where you realize you can quite literally rewire your brain in whatever direction you want and whatever thought pattern you want, then the floodgates open up and everything is possible. You can be the man you want to be. You can have a positive outlook on life. You can focus on gratitude. You can be happy in the present moment. You don't have to achieve this BS, that BS, that BS before you can be happy. No, it's in the moment now. And if you're coming from that perspective and you've never questioned your beliefs, this is going to be like a wake up moment. Like for me, this moment happened probably in my mid-20s to where I was like a version of myself that I essentially had no self-control over. It was just, I learned this from this place, that from that place, never questioned it twice. This kind of became my worldview. And now I'm just kind of not actually my own man. I am a product of external influences. But then when you become aware and figure out that you do have the power to change your beliefs, to let go of the limiting beliefs that no longer serve you, to do the work to create new belief systems. For example, let's just say you're looking at all this social media out there and you're just so deluded to the point where you feel like, I got to be 6'4" to get a chick. I got to make $100,000 a year to get a chick. I got to go get penile implants to get a chick. And then you buy into those delusions without ever actually questioning them, just because that's the information you've seen online. So then you go through your life feeling like you are not enough. You are not good enough. Or maybe you go on the quest to earn $100,000 to, I don't know, buy king shoes that boost your height by like 4 inches, to do all the things that the world is telling you that you need to do. And then you feel motivated to do those things, but it's not from a place of true motivation of you wanting to do those things. It's because you're doing them expecting to get something out of it. And odds are you might do all that shit and maybe you get a girlfriend, or maybe not. Or maybe you get a girlfriend without even needing to do any of that. Because why would you ever believe in a belief system that makes you feel so shitty about yourself? And when you buy into that narrative, like, I need all of these things before I'm worthy as a man. So by default, you're going to not be worthy. And then maybe you achieve all those things. You feel worthy for a little bit, but then you'll realize this wasn't all it's hyped up to be. And then you go back to feeling unworthy. Or if you lose those things, back to being unworthy, back to being sad, back to being a nobody. So let me ask you, why would you have that belief system? Now, I'm not saying don't grow, don't get your finances in order, don't work out, I'm not saying any of that. All of these things are very important to do. But what I am saying is the factory settings are already enough. You, whoever you are watching this video, you are already enough. You are good enough just the way you are. That doesn't mean don't make positive life changes. Like if you're a fat fuck, I'm good enough. I'm never going to work out. No, that's not what I'm saying. Unless you just don't want to work out, then that's fine. But working out as a man is one of the best things you can do for your mental health, your sense of masculinity, being at peace with the world. Now, we talked about all these negative beliefs, and you might not even realize you have them. Maybe I'm saying it right now and it's resonating with you, and you're like, yeah, I do believe all that. Let me ask you again, why do you want to have beliefs that yield negative personal outcomes for you? Because the opposite is also true. For example, one belief system that I have, that I've cultivated over the years, is everything that happens is meant for me. I am always where I'm meant to be. I'm always who I'm meant to be. And I'm always going through whatever I'm meant to be going through. And that one took a while to sit, because that one ties into, the factory settings are enough. And like I said, that doesn't mean you stay there, you pause. But it means, hey, it's possible to be happy with yourself as you are on the path to become what you want to become, brother. You can lose that weight. You can make that money. You can start that business. But if you're doing all this stuff just to try to find happiness, you've already lost. Because happiness is inner work. And that comes from your belief systems. What do you choose to believe in? And that's why when talking about social media, like you see crazy fucking shit happen because of posts on the internet. Like Charlie Kirk, that assassination. What was going through that kid's brain? Who knows? But I know he probably saw some random shit on media, felt an emotional twist inside of him. And that's another thing. If anybody on the internet or in general can trigger you and cause you to feel emotions that make you want to react, you've already lost. You've given up your power. You've given up your grounded masculinity. Because grounded men don't make decisions based on emotions. They make decisions based on their core values, who they really are as a man. And the only way you get there is by pausing to evaluate your belief systems. What do you choose to believe? What do you want to work on believing? How is this going to impact you? And back to talking about the belief systems I was mentioning, like I believe everything is always working out for me, even when things go wrong. But I'm also aware that in the moment when things are going wrong, the lesson is not always clear. But I do know with time, the lesson will become clear. You can never connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect the dots when you look backward, like, oh, that's how I got here. But when you're going through it, it's real easy to get swept up away. It's real easy to lose yourself. So that's why I have that belief system, because no matter what bullshit I go through, and I do, and pain's a guarantee when you're alive, but you don't have to live in that pain. It can just be something that, hey, this happens, such is life. Move past it. Learn the lesson. In every failure, in every setback, there is a seed of opportunity for new meaning, new self-narrative, a new perspective on the world, a new lesson to be learned. Turn your failures and your shortcomings and all these things that you hate about yourself into things that will make you love yourself. So, my friends, have that filter. Everything you watch on the internet, how is that affecting you? Is it making you crave and want things? Is it making you have negative worldviews? How reliable is this information even? Literally, it's a digital playground. It's not real. This is not real. The only thing real is me in this moment. From the moment you watch this video, this was me yesterday, a couple days ago, a year ago, who knows? This is who I am at this point in time. This video is real. But what's the backstory for any content out there? Can I trust this person? You've got to be vigilant. Everybody, ladies, guys, whatever you see out there on the internet, because I will tell you, looking at the shit I see, there are so many toxic narratives out there getting thrown around like reality and fact, when in fact they're not. Toxicity sells. Toxicity will delude your worldview. Toxicity will erode your peace of mind and your sense of self. So be mindful. Have that filter. Question everything. Question your belief systems right now. I'm sure there's probably some belief systems you have like deep down inside that you just haven't let go of. Like you always don't feel like you're good enough, or you feel like you need X thing to be worthy. The list goes on and on. And what I'm telling you is you can let go of those limiting beliefs. Maybe social media put them in your mind, but you can let them go. You can do the work. Like write down a positive belief that you want to have. Maybe you like the one I told you. Everything is always working out for me. I may not know it in the moment, but as time goes, I will understand it. Very healthy mindset. What does having that mindset and belief system yield? Optimism, gratitude, an ability to take the punches, to sit through the low times, to not get swept up in spiraling depression, but keep moving forward and find the little things in every day to enjoy. A workout, conversation with a friend, the fact that your lungs still work and you can take a deep breath. A lot of this stuff, guys, it seriously is mental. And nobody tells you this. There ain't no warning on social media. Like the things you see may not be real. So my brothers, be mindful out there, whatever content you're consuming. Ask yourself, how does this affect my belief systems? Do the work. The only way to actually get down and figure out what belief systems you like and you hate about yourself is to sit with yourself. Start a meditation practice. Pause. Write down the beliefs that you do want to incorporate and reflect on them every day until you don't have to anymore. Because it will eventually become hardwired. Like the belief, for example, I'm worthy, I'm good enough as I am. Factory defaults are fine. That was a hard thing to sit with because I wrestled with a lot of insecurities. I frequently felt like I wasn't good enough. I almost always just felt like I needed that thing or something else to actually get to this place of peace. And it was work to let go of those beliefs. And every time those beliefs would come back in, because, you know, we have like 80,000 thoughts a day, and what is it, like 60,000 of them are recycled from yesterday. The thoughts are still going to come up. But every time it comes up, awareness is the first step. Like, oh, I'm thinking this. Shut the fucking door on it. And then immediately think about the thought you do want to incorporate, the thought that you wrote down, the belief system you want to have. And over time, one day you're going to wake up, you're going to look in the mirror. You won't even realize the man you've grown into. Until next time, peace and love, brothers. Is there anything you want me to talk about to you? Any questions, concerns? Chat box is open. And be mindful. Do not buy into the delusions you see on social media.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way.